Okay, welcome everybody. Marcus Schubert coming to you from the Gold Coast in Australia. Thanks so much for joining us today. Really appreciate there's so many of you out there who are sitting there like a coiled spring, ready to jump into the PunkPanda pre-sale. We expect it's going to be absolute pandemonium. So I just wanted to jump on and give you guys a quick run through of the PunkPanda project so you can understand who we are, what we're doing, what we're bringing to the world, and also the opportunity that's in front of us all right now. So I'm going to share my screen and take you through the presentation. And as we go through, just understand, I'm just going to go through the basic concepts of the project. And then the person who's invited you on can actually share this presentation with you. And you can go through the minor details yourself. We put the presentation together in a way where really you can present this to yourself. But here we are, PunkPanda. Use it, share it, own it. Each one of these pandas on the screen right now are actually one of our services and one of our products. Just a little bit about myself before we get started. I've been around the direct selling space the last 25 years. Started out as a leader in the field with different companies in Australia, grew through into Asia. First got involved in cryptocurrency 4 years ago, back in 2017, and was fortunate enough to be approached about this brand and about this technology earlier this year from the principal founder. And it was something which really I said, you know what, I think with this brand and with these services and products, we can bring something to the world that's designed to help people, not hurt people. You know, we can target the individual. We don't have to go after a specific type of person with this offer, because every single day, people are communicating with their friends. People are communicating with other people around the world for business reasons and socially, and they're using online messenger apps to communicate. And unfortunately, a lot of people have not realized yet that they're actually the product, and they're being bought and sold, and their information is being harvested and pushed out to people that they would never even know. So here's PunkPanda. Imagine if you had a messaging app like WhatsApp or Telegram that paid you every day for using it and sharing it. Now imagine if those rewards represented your ownership in the success of the company. Think about what these companies have done financially. WhatsApp sold for $19 billion to Facebook. Dropbox file sharing service is now valued at $10 billion. Zoom is valued at almost $100 billion. And the question is, did you ever get paid for using or sharing those services? You know, with PunkPanda, we recognize that no, you probably didn't. But we also recognize that more and more people are becoming concerned about who else is listening in on your conversations. I mean, how many times have you talked about something with somebody on the phone, or you've been messaging somebody, and all of a sudden you start seeing advertising coming up on different platforms about what you've just been talking about, what you've just been messaging somebody about. And so the question is, how safe is your data? And are you using a product, or are you actually the product that's being bought and sold? So introducing PunkPanda, the world's first secure messaging app that pays you to use it and share it. It's totally free, but it rewards you with PunkPanda tokens multiple times a day. In fact, every 30 minutes, we're sending out rewards for people who are going to be using and sharing the app. We've got military-grade encryption protocols that protect your personal privacy and your data security. The more you use the app, the more you share the app, the more company tokens you will earn. So this is how it works. We're deploying a smart contract on the blockchain where every 30 minutes we'll be bringing and minting new tokens into circulation. And it's going to be sharing those on a pro rata basis. The more you use the app, the more tokens you will earn. The more people you share the app with, the more tokens you will earn. And the more tokens you're holding in the app, the more tokens you will earn. We've also launched a website called punkpandafarm.com, and that's for a number of reasons. The first one is that once we list this token on a public exchange, which will be Pancake, if somebody goes and buys tokens on Pancake, they have no ability to send them back into the app, all right? So if you want somebody who buys tokens on an exchange, you can send them to the digital wallet in PunkPanda Farm. The smart contract will recognize those coins you're holding in PunkPanda Farm and deliver tokens to you every 30 minutes for being a token holder. All right, so we wanted to make it really fair. So there's going to be 275 million tokens, listing symbol PPM. The token price for the pre-sale, which actually starts in about 10 hours from now, will start at 10 cents. Every 50,000 tokens sold will move the price up 0.25 cents. So as we sell more tokens, we've got 10 million allocated, which have been pre-mined for this pre-sale. The more tokens are purchased, the price will start to go up towards $1. This coin has a regular minting schedule, which will mean that these tokens will be rolled out over the next 15 years. And we have a regular halving schedule like Bitcoin does, and that will be at year 2, year 4, and at year 8. So the token supply, 275 million. We've pre-mined 65 million for the incubator phase, which includes the pre-sale, airdrops, providing liquidity pools for when we put it on the exchange, the founders team, and the founding contributor. Also, from there, the 210 million will actually be what's rolled out via the smart contract over the next 15 years. Now, what people love about smart contracts is they are fair, and it means they don't have to rely on the company doing what they said they were going to do. They don't have to rely on a person to go, oh, that's right, this is how many tokens you should get. If you go out and do these behaviors by using and sharing the app, then you will be rewarded fairly based on the smart contract that's been deployed and is immutable. There's 4 mining phases. During the first phase, 2,100 tokens every 30 minutes will come into circulation. Half of them go to Panda Pals, which is the people who have been sharing it with other people. 23% will be allocated to people who are holding tokens in the app. 12% will go to people who are holding tokens on the PunkPanda farm website, and 15% will go to development, ongoing development of products, so we can roll out and execute our roadmap and continue to bring incredible products and services to you. As the halving schedule kicks in year 2, then of course the number of tokens coming into circulation is halving, and so on. Now, we looked at, when we were putting this project together, we looked at companies who did things great. You know what? If you want to go from good to great, you don't compare to someone who's no good. You compare to companies that are great. And we looked at some of the people in the market and the companies in the market who had services like what we have. We looked at Zoom, Viber, Dropbox, WhatsApp, and we looked at what were the mechanisms or what were the metrics that they all had in common. Well, one of the metrics was they were all valued at $18 billion within their first 4 years, and they all had 1 million registrations or more within their first year. They also had what we call freemium business models, where they offered pretty much a free product or free service, and then an option to upgrade and pay for an improved or a better service. So they all had that. But what we recognized was that none of them actually rewarded you for using and sharing their services. Now, we look at the valuations of these companies, you know, at 98 billion at Zoom, 24 billion at Viber, 22 billion Dropbox and WhatsApp, selling for 19 billion in 2014. Our goal as a company is to become a $50 billion company based on these metrics. We actually feel like we can do it in the first 2 to 5 years. But I tell you what, with the people that are coming on, with you guys that are here now, that could happen actually a lot faster than what we think. You know, so many times people come into the crypto space and they start buying these tokens or they start buying these coins without even looking at, is there a real use case for these tokens? Is there a real business model? Are they solving a problem? Well, you know what? We could actually become a multi-billion-dollar company with just one of these services. But this is a real utility token, and we have multiple products and services that will be creating revenue for the project, from the Panda Pro messaging app, the Panda Post file sharing service, the Panda Meet video conferencing service, the Storage Vault crypto wallet, the Panda Play video gaming, NFT marketplace, DeFi lending, and also Panda GIFs and stickers. My business partner, when he first said, hey, we can sell GIFs and stickers, and I said, are you serious? And he said, mate, Viber has become a $20 billion company, and their major revenue source is GIFs and stickers. So let's move into the Panda products. The first product out of the gate coming November 1 is Panda App. military grade encrypted app. We've got some really cool features. I won't go into the details here and now. We're going to produce a separate video that shows you some of these cool features. You know, when we went to Apple, they basically said, listen, we're not just going to allow someone to come along with a messaging app or an encrypted messaging app. You have to have something unique and something different, which is exactly what we have. Now, Panda Pro has a number of products involved where we'll have a free version of Panda Post, Panda Meet, and Panda Vault, and then a paid upgrade option as well. So Panda Post, this is a secure file sharing service like Dropbox. Now, Panda Meet, this is a product which is like Zoom. So it's a secure encrypted video conferencing service. Panda Vault is where you can actually store your files without being concerned about them. And then we want to tap into a couple of major trends that's happening around the world right now. And that's the gaming trend and the crypto trend. So with this, we have Panda Profit, where we have the secure digital wallet on punkpandafarm.com. We will be offering DeFi opportunities. And one of the things you'll be able to do with your Panda tokens is you'll be able to stake them in the DeFi farm and earn a monthly percentage interest. You know, whether you're staking it for 6 months, a year, 2 years, that's up to you. So rather than just holding your tokens and waiting for the value to go up, you can be receiving monthly rewards for having them staked on the Panda farm. Panda Play, I like this little cool dude tapping into the huge industry of online gaming. You know, and the NFT space is absolutely booming as well. So we're able to combine those to tap into this $130 billion industry that's just growing at lightning speed. When we put together our business model, we thought, you know, how do we take PunkPanda to the world? Because it's so cool and there's so many benefits. You know, people love the idea of having a secure communication app. And we saw that WhatsApp was a brilliant strategy. They actually went out and acquired over 400 million users in their first 5 years, which really gained the attention of Facebook and come along and bought them for $19 billion. They now have over 2.5 billion people using WhatsApp around the world. And it's interesting that even though the app is a free app, that it's estimated anywhere from $5 to $10 billion a year in revenue is generated from WhatsApp back to the parent company, which is Facebook. But we learned that, hey, you know what? This is a great user acquisition strategy where we're offering people a free app that's encrypted and it's safe. So this is how we go mass market. But we also learned something really important from this next company, and that's the company called Pi. About a year ago, I downloaded this app, and every day a little thing pops up and says, click here to go in and restart your mining circle. Because to earn Pi tokens, you have to introduce 3 or more people to the app to start your mining circle. And then every day you're starting to earn these Pi tokens because you've downloaded the app and you've shared it with people. Now, the crazy thing is, I don't know why I keep doing this every day, because they've got no product or service for me to use. I don't know how much these tokens are going to be worth when they do list, and I don't know when they're going to list. But despite that, over 25 million people have downloaded this app in the hope that these tokens they're getting for free are going to be worth something one day. So that's when we thought, you know what, this is the simple but the brilliant big idea with PunkPanda. We're going to combine these two strategies of offering a free encrypted messaging app with a reward mechanism, but we're turbocharging this by 3, because we're not only going to reward you, we're giving you an actual product and a service you can use for free from day one. We're giving you a token that you know the price is going to be listed at $1 when it goes on to exchange. And we're telling you when it's going to be listed, which is at the latest January 2022. It's probably going to be much sooner than that because of how fast we think we'll move through the pre-sale. The third and final element to our strategy is offering the freemium revenue strategy like Dropbox. Because by offering a free service, and this is just the file sharing component of what we have here with PunkPanda. So just by offering a free file sharing service, Dropbox has over 700 million users, and 2.2% are paid users, which gives them 15.5 million paid users. That now puts them at a valuation of $10 billion. And this is what we believe will happen with PunkPanda. There will be millions and millions of people who will come in and be using the app. And then they'll start to see, hey, I've got access to a file sharing service that's encrypted, a video conferencing service, gaming, DeFi. We only need a small percentage of those people to actually use these paid services and products to really push this through to a huge market cap in valuation. As far as the roadmap's concerned, we're coming out of the gates with the Panda app, and this will be ready to actually download. You'll need to get a code. It's invitation only, and you can get that code from the person who's invited you to PunkPanda. Now, that's November 1, all right? So it's just around the corner, November 1. So you'll be able to do pretty much all the things you can do on your other messaging apps. Message, make calls, send file transfers. One of the key features here is the mega file transfer. We're not going to limit you to a 1-minute video like some apps do, or 25 megabytes like some platforms do. You'll be able to send a 15 to 20-minute video, depending on, of course, the quality of that video. That's like a 150 megabyte file. Also, before the end of the year, we'll have Panda Post, all right, the file sharing service. We'll also have GIFs and stickers that you can start sending the cool little Panda GIFs and stickers to people. The token will also be listed in Q4 before the end of this year. In fact, it's probably going to be a number of weeks, and you'll see it on Pancake. Then we also look at Q1 next year, Panda Play, our first game, online game and NFT opportunity. We've got Q1 2022 for the token listing. We want to put that there as a conservative estimate for people who buy tokens during the pre-sale. It could happen a lot sooner than that, but just the worst case scenario, we want to be conservative, under promise and over deliver. Then, of course, into next year, the DeFi and staking opportunities, Panda Pro 2.0, which will bring the native application for our Panda video conferencing, Panda Meet, and also Panda Vault. So that's pretty much it from the presentation. Get started with PunkPanda. You can download the app come Monday. Then the more you share the app, the more tokens you hold, the more you'll be rewarded. So as far as the pre-sale is concerned, I'll just touch on that quickly. I won't go through the full presentation, but actually starting at midnight tonight for me, I think 10 p.m. Perth time. I think that's 10 p.m. in Cebu, 10 p.m. in Malaysia. You can get the times via our Telegram group or the person who's invited you. But pretty much the token pre-sale, we've got 10 million PunkPanda tokens, which are pre-mined and allocated for this pre-sale. The price starts at 10 cents as soon as we open up the back office. If you want to purchase tokens, you'll need to get a registration link from the person who's invited you to look at PunkPanda. That way we can make sure we reward them for introducing you during this phase. So you need to just download and register an account on punkpandafarm.com, and you'll be able to purchase tokens as soon as we open up the pre-sale, starting from $50 minimum. So the next thing is, when you purchase tokens during the pre-sale, depending on how much you purchase, we'll actually pay you a staking reward, because any tokens you buy in the pre-sale will be staked until 1 month after the token is listed. If you buy anywhere from $50 to $1,000, you'll get a 9% monthly reward paid to you in PunkPanda tokens, going right through to 15% for larger purchases of 10,000 up to the maximum of 100,000 US dollars. These rewards that you earn from introducing other people during this time, and the rewards you earn from the staking, will be available immediately if you want to convert them into BNB. All right, you can do that, or you can hold them if you believe it's been more beneficial to hold these PunkPanda tokens and go up over time. The pre-sale will pay commissions if you introduce people who also purchase tokens. Level 1 is a 6% commission based on the tokens they buy. Level 2, 3%, down to the 12th level, as you can see here. And you'll also earn a percentage on their staking profits as well during the pre-sale. As soon as the pre-sale is concluded, there'll be continued rewards paid for 8 to 15 days after the pre-sale is concluded. Then those will stop, and we'll list the token on the public exchange, on Pancake. And from that point on, there'll be no more ability to offer this to other people and earn commissions. From that point on, there'll only be 3 ways where you can actually earn tokens for yourself, and that is to use the app, share the app with other people, or buy the tokens on public exchange like Pancake. As we go forward further, we will list on other exchanges, and we'll certainly notify you via the Telegram group and other means through the people who have introduced you as well. So there are selling rules. It's very important you understand if you buy tokens during this pre-sale, we don't want people to come along and have no vested interest to help the project. People who come along, this is not a pump and dump. This is a real business, real products, and we see us bringing real value to the market in the coming years. So we don't want people buying the token at 10 cents and then rushing over and selling them at $1, dumping them and affecting the value of the project for everybody else that's doing the right thing. So if you buy token in the pre-sale, really important you understand these selling rules. Your tokens will be staked, and for 1 month after listing, you will not have access to any of those coins. In the second month after the token is listing, you'll have 1% made available to you if you want to sell them. In month 3, 2%, then 3%, 4%, month 6 to 10, 5%, and then month 11 onwards, 10%. So what that means, if you are choosing to buy these tokens during the pre-sale phase at a discounted rate, if you wanted to sell them every single time you got the opportunity to sell some, it will take you 17 months for a total out. So this is really important for you, and please make sure the people you're talking to know this as well. So you can share this presentation with them, and it's all this detail will be there. This is a really important 48-hour rule. I absolutely love it. What happens here is that if you choose at any one point that you want to sell some of the tokens that are available for you to sell, you have to click unstake, because the smart contract is allocating tokens to your wallet every 30 minutes, and it's only going to allocate them to a staked wallet. Any tokens you buy in the pre-sale are automatically staked. So what happens if you want to sell some available tokens? You have to click a button that says unstake. It will be 48 hours before you can then choose how many tokens you want to sell. This 48-hour rule does two things that are good for all of us. Number one, it stops people just selling tokens willy-nilly without thinking about it, right? It makes people think about it, because during that 48 hours when their wallet is unstaked, they will not be receiving PunkPanda rewards from the smart contract. Every 30 minutes, rewards coming out for being a token holder. So ultimately, as soon as someone unstakes to sell, their wallet will miss 96 deposits of PunkPanda tokens. So we want to reward people who are holding tokens, not selling willy-nilly. The second thing is a really important technical thing that we've had to do. There is a flaw in the Binance Smart Chain, which we have seen affect another project. Their project was booming. Their token price went $4, $5, $6, $7, doing great. And then it dumped, and people were thinking, what's going on with this token? Why is this happening? Well, somebody who was smart and understood this flaw in this Binance Smart Chain from one of the Eastern Bloc countries realized they could set up hundreds of wallets. And during the time of the smart contract taking a snapshot of whose wallets were holding tokens, and then the time that the rewards were paid out, this person realized they could set up hundreds of wallets and move the same 100,000 tokens or more from one wallet to the next, to the next, to the next, and then get paid on all of those wallets from the same coins. This 48-hour rule protects us, it protects you, it protects the token value from that happening in this project. So other than that, I'll let you guys read through the rest of this in your own time. It's fairly self-explanatory. So I want to say thank you very much. Get back to the person who's invited you onto this presentation. And I tell you what, let's create PunkPanda to be a global household name. And I tell you what, it's going to be absolute pandemonium. So PunkPanda,